Welcome and thank you for always joining us. We are looking at a question on titration, that is a redox titration. In a titration experiment, 20 centimeter cubic of a solution containing 31.6 grams per decimeter cubic of potassium manganate 7 reacted completely with 18 centimeter cubic of a solution containing iron 2 ions. Given the ionic equation of the reaction, we have 5 moles of iron 2 ions. We have manganate ions plus, of course, 8 moles of the acid to give us 5 moles of iron 3 ions. We have manganese ions and, of course, 4 moles of water. We have the first part of the question. Calculate the number of moles of potassium manganate 7 used. Remember, the volumes are very important going down, and of course the number of grams in 1 liter of potassium manganate 7 has been given. Remember, the formula of potassium manganate 7 is Q-4, and from here we can get the formula mass of potassium manganate 7 by summing up all the relative atomic masses of the elements present in potassium manganate 7. And in this case, when you sum up all the relative atomic masses, you get 158. That is, we have manganese, which is we have potassium 39, manganese is 55. We have oxygen, which is 16, but you multiply by 4, then you add all of them, you get 158. Once we have that, remember we are supposed to calculate the number of moles of potassium manganate 7, and we have been given the number of grams that were dissolved in 1 liter. From here we can first get what we call molarity. Molarity is given by taking the number of grams per liter, you divide by the formula mass. So in this case, the number of grams in 1 liter were 31.6. You divide by 158, which is the formula mass, and this one gives us 0.2 molar. So this means that the number of moles in 1000 centimeter cubic was 0.2, and therefore we can ask ourselves, in 1 liter, which is 1000 centimeter cubic, we have 0.2 moles. What about in this volume that was used? Remember, we used 20 centimeter cubic, and therefore 20 centimeter cubic will be equivalent to 20. You multiply by 0.2, everything divided by 1000, and this one gives us 0.004 moles. From there now we can proceed. We are told calculate the number of moles of iron 2 ions. Looking at the mole ratio, you realize the number of moles of iron 2 ions will be 5 times the number of moles of potassium manganate 7, and therefore we can say moles of iron 2 ions will be equivalent to 5 times the number of moles of potassium manganate 7, and this one translates to 0.02 moles. Next, we calculate the concentration of iron 2 ions in moles per decimeter cubic. Remember, we are supposed to calculate the molarity, or the number of moles in 1 liter, and we know the volume that reacted with 20 of potassium manganate 7 was 18 centimeter cubic, and this 18 centimeter cubic contains 0.02 moles. If 18 centimeter cubic contains 0.02 2 moles, or about 1 liter, which is 1000 centimeter cubic. In this case, this one will be 1000, you multiply by 0.02 divided by 18, and this one translates to 11.11 molar. So these are the number of moles in 1 liter, or simply the molarity. The next, we are told, give a reason why the use of an indicator may not be necessary in this type of titration. Remember, in this type of titration, we use reagents which are capable of changing color when the reactions are complete. And in this case, we are using potassium manganate 7 as a titrant. And we can say potassium manganate 7 has a very deep blue solution, or simply a very deep blue color. Remember, it is purple in color, of course, and is self-indicating. When it is self-indicating, it's capable of changing color when, of course, the reaction is complete. And therefore we can say, and therefore it turns colorless when the reaction is complete. So in other words, these kind of reactions, the reagents that we use are able to change colors when the reactions are complete. Thank you for watching, and welcome to our discussions. And in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that anytime we publish a video like this, you'll automatically be given a notification.